Marcus Garvey wanted to return African Americans to Africa to create a vibrant black nation, empowered through economic independence. Although some of his goals were controversial, his crusade would inspire leaders from Malcolm X to Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela.
Garvey was certainly a controversial figure, but the concepts that we now think of as black nationalism and black pride started with Garvey's pronouncements.
Marcus Mosiah Garvey was born in St. Ann's Bay, Jamaica, on August 17, 1887. Beginning as a printer's apprentice at 14, Garvey became a union organizer and later worked various jobs across Central America.
Marcus Garvey found wherever he went, black people of African heritage in particular were always on the lower stratification end of society. This had a profound impact on him. Particularly, his concern was for the uplift of African people globally.
In 1912, Garvey sailed to London, England, and took night courses at Birkbeck College. After working for a pan-African newspaper, Garvey returned to Jamaica in 1914 and formed the United Negro Improvement Association, or UNIA.
The UNIA was about black self-determination. It was about galvanizing the ideas of black repatriation to the motherland, the continent of Africa. And it was extremely important in terms of getting black people to understand self-pride, pride in one's race.
Inspired by Booker T. Washington to raise funds and start his own school, Garvey came to the United States in 1916 and in 1918 began publishing the Negro World newspaper.
Garvey was extremely outspoken. He was, some people would say, almost bombastic. He wanted to take over Africa and had elected himself as president of Africa without consulting the Africans, unfortunately.
Determined to achieve economic independence for African Americans, Garvey launched the Negroes Factories Association in 1919 and a shipping company called the Black Star Line, which he planned to use to transport passengers back to Africa.
Garvey was a great organizer, but unfortunately not a great businessman. During the time that Garvey and the UNIA were trying to launch the Black Star Line, they solicited funds from investors for stock options through the mail. And this resulted later on in allegations of mail fraud, and Garvey was convicted and sent to prison.
After serving 5 years in prison, Garvey was deported. He eventually moved to London, and in 1938, he supported the Greater Liberia Act, created by known white supremacist, Senator Theodore Bilbo from Mississippi.
Marcus Garvey's association with Senator Bilbo is related more on a practical level rather than an intellectual like for each other. Marcus Garvey's attempt to help Africans in America leave and go to Africa fell in line with some aspects of KKK philosophy.
Garvey died in London on June 10, 1940. He was reinterred in Jamaica in 1964 and is hailed as Jamaica's first national hero and the prophet of the Rastafarian religion.
Although Garvey was a flawed leader, he's someone who is really important to the history of the black radical tradition. He was probably one of the strongest voices of black nationalism in history.
He organized over 150 black people who invested a total of $1 million to create that establishment. And the business is up and running. The good thing is that every week I get products from Jamaica, be it the yellow yam, be it the green banana, be it the carrots, be it the jackfruit, be it the breadfruit, coconut, cabbage. We get those products from Jamaica. And as we grow, we'll be taking a lot more products from Jamaica. The impact we have made so far, we're working with a packing company here, and because of what we're doing, we're able to hire 5 people so far in Jamaica. In the next year, we would like that to be 50 and then 500, where we can start affecting employment here in Jamaica. This is the land of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and anything we're doing in the United States, We want Jamaica to play an intricate part of it, because this is where the UNIA started by Mr. Garvey in 1914.
All right. The warehouse, the intention is to spread it out in different states, right?
Of course. All
right. Tell me now, why you tell the Jamaican people? Because, as I said before, I was very impressed with it, and I really would have liked it big, it get bust out. So I really have to get as much promotion as possible. Tell the people, if they are interested, for instance, if you have a product, because there's a lot of people here have product. You have roots man, you have man who have package, everything. If you don't mind shop, you go all a man to go be and get all Jamaica sunshine in a bottle. Why you tell the people them in Jamaica, how can they get involved with this venture that the UNI have in New York as it relates to their products? What is the criteria? How you sort out what should happen and what should be possible? What you're going to take? How them going get them money? How you going to get them things in the market over there? Just give a full run up high, because I think it is very important.
Yes, to actually bring the products in to the U.S., a lot of times the farmers, they don't have the certification to bring the foods, but they grow the foods. What I have done is align myself with a packer with an FDA and USDA license who is licensed to ship foods to the U.S. And any farmer that I'm dealing with will contract with that packer. My packer will take the food from them, buy the food from them, pack them, and then send them to me. So if somebody is selling something, the first thing we would do is look on the list to see if it's an acceptable product that is allowed to be shipped to the U.S. And after that is done, then it would just be for my packer to secure those products, pay the farmer, then pack those packages, pack those goods, and get them to me.
All right, so is this bypassing the government of Jamaica? Is it an independent thing, separate and apart from what the Jamaican government is doing in relationship to import and export of food? This doesn't have anything to do with the government of Jamaican government. This is just us doing our business venture, and we want to make that link with the common man, that as we grow, our people can have a market for their products. Because oftentimes farmers don't want to farm anymore because the market is not there. We're creating that market. So what I'm to the agro-industry part, I hear you talk about yam and dashing and cocoa and things, but you know, in Jamaica we have so much little small industries going on now where people are use turmeric powder. You know, I was thinking to a powder, I say I go on about the place, I know. You deal with those things, I know. Is it the same way like the food, or you working?
Yes. The turmeric, we actually bring up the fresh turmeric and the powder, and those are hot items. When we bring them up, they move very fast, be it the powder or be it the natural product. If people can get them to the packer can buy it from them and get them to us.
So where's the packer? Where's the person that you talk about?
There's a lady named Miss Patsy Duncan. She have a company named Tropical Foods. It's located in the Crossroads area. She buy products from all over Jamaica. Oftentimes when we get the breadfruit, they're from St. Mary. She get the jackfruit from someplace else. The coconuts, she get it from all over Jamaica. Bring them here, pack them, and then get them to the airport or to the wharf.
You're serious?
Yes, man.
This is independent of Jamaica. This is like private business are going on now with the UNI.
Yes, this is just Garvey and Garveyism. And that's why I am here. I'm meeting with some farmers now. I'm telling some of the farmers, them that a product that is hot is the Scotch bonnet pepper.
Yes.
You can't grow enough Scotch bonnet pepper.
Yes.
So if you're growing the peppers and you can get them to our packer, we will buy them from you, sell them, and make sure you get your money, because the objective of us doing this is to make sure our people don't give their products and don't get paid. Since we are Garveyites, since I'm a son of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, it's against our principle to rob black people. It's against our principle to rob black people. So if these people give their products, they must get paid.
They get the, all right. All right. Suppose you have, all right, for instance, you just mentioned breadfruit. Breadfruit is not a long-term thing. You know, if you pick it at a certain time, it's either you're going to roast it, cut it up and get it fry it, or you're going to put it in a package as, you know, breadfruit chips or something. What is it that you do with the breadfruit as it is before it is sold? Because you talk about enough spoilage there, so.
You're right. Well, for example, the breadfruit, we get the breadfruit every week. The breadfruit are either shipped up Thursday or Friday morning, and the breadfruit them come on the plane. So when we get the breadfruit Friday morning,
yes,
between Friday morning and Sunday, most of the breadfruit are gone.
So you talk about how much breadfruit you talk about, so?
Huh?
Like how much breadfruit you talk about, so?
Like sometimes for right now, 100 bags of breadfruit.
100 bags?
Yeah, but you have to realize that this is just the beginning of this business.
No, but no, but I mean 100 bags of breadfruit.
Yeah, but Muta, what happened, I also have 2 restaurants for myself in New York.
Oh, yes.
So whenever these products come in, my restaurants buy some of these products immediately from the distribution center.
Yeah.
Other restaurants are buying. Individual Jamaicans are coming for their breadfruit on a Saturday morning, on a Sunday morning. So once this business gets up and running, we will be taking trailer loads of breadfruit.
Yeah, well, I tell you, say, I come at the warehouse there, and it was, I mean, I was amazed. I was saying, what this are going amongst black people, that's all. Especially Jamaican, this are going independent of anything else. I mean, this is like, yeah, man, I really support that. All right, come on for the food thing now. Tell me, what is it that the UNIA is doing now in relationship to the pan-Africanist movement, the connection with Africa, the connection with the Caribbean here, the connection with England, Europe, and with black people there? What is your move now to really structure something?
My move right now is to shore up the UNIA. And since I've been elected, I've traveled to Canada, I've traveled to the various states them to shore up the UNIA. Definitely had to make sure that I am in Jamaica, because Jamaica is the birthplace of the UNIA. But we realize that what has been somewhat a lacking thing in the UNIA is economics. Because when Marcus Garvey built the UNIA had industries, created institutions, and that's why we created the Restaurant Owners Corp we're talking about. Because while culture is great and we need our culture, while politics is there to advocate for certain things, if economics is not there, those things cannot function. So we're bringing the economics in it, and that's why we're making that difference. But I also realize that when we start pushing economics, when we start doing what we're doing, we cannot just get the money at 9 o'clock and by 5 o'clock we're keeping it for ourselves. We have to make sure it serves our community. And I'm going to be traveling to everywhere where Marcus Garvey had a UNIA division, and that's why I'm in Jamaica right now. I'm also from I was born in the Grand Spent area of Jamaica, and I want to use the UNIA and the warehouse, the distribution center, to help certain poor communities in Jamaica and the rest of the world by making sure that the UNIA in these countries and these cities are very strong. So that's why I'm here to offer my help to Brother Golden and anybody else who is doing the work of Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey to shore up the UNIA, because the UNIA is the only thing that really ever worked for us. Marcus Garvey said, what man has done, man can do. And this is what we're doing, shoring up the UNIA positions all over the world. And it must start with Jamaica.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow or I'll see you Sunday, but I hope I'll see you one of them days. Will you be there? Will you be here on Sunday?
Yes, man, I'll definitely be there on Sunday. I'm looking forward. I just need to know what time I need to be there, or what time is the program.
6 o'clock. It starts 6 o'clock in the morning. You can come 10 o'clock Saturday night if you want to.
Okay, so it starts on the morning.
It starts 6 o'clock in the morning and go until maybe 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the night.
Yes, and I want to let you know, I'm bringing the Garvey message to the Grandstand area tomorrow evening at 5 p.m.
Okay.
All the people in the Grandstand area, if you want to hear the voice of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, I am bringing that voice to people of Grandstand and Chartwood and Cassava Peace and Barbican.
Where are you going to be? I know you're talking about the area, but where is the place that you're going to be?
It's going to be at the Chartwood Teachers College.
Okay.
At 5 p.m. tomorrow. Okay. And we're asking every Garvey-loving person to come out as we bring the voice of Garvey back to Jamaica.
All right. I don't know if you want to do this because I know you're going to have a rush if you give out a number here. But the rush is that for those farmers or people who is doing packaging and things, because we're talking about now going to America, you have to package your things properly, write the ingredients on it, and not just a little thing where you just chaka things now. We're talking about official thing and go on now, right? We are saying, for those of you who's listening and is interested, can you tell the people the contact in terms of the movement of the goods and services to New York there?
Of course. It's a lady named Patsy Duncan.
Yes.
Her packing company is in the Crossroads area. I can give you her number because it's best to speak to her, because as you speak to her, she can let you know what products are okay to sell and what has to be done to the products before they can be shipped to the U.S., because the U.S. has some very strong rules, strong rules and regulations. So we want to make sure that a person know what is to be done even before they bring the food forward.
All right. So you're going to give the number?
Yes, I'll give that number. Again, it's Patsy Duncan. Her number is 260-5937.
260-5937. For those of you who is interested in getting your products into the New York market and other places, but it's starting with New York now because that's where the headquarters is for this goods and services movement, and we hope that it will venture into the other states. You know, a big thing called Jamaicans there, Florida, Jamaicans there, all over America. And if you can get your products in that market, amongst black people especially, because this is a thing about empowering African people.
Independent everybody.
That is very important to me, the independent of.
Yes, let's make it clear. This is for African people. Everybody making the cry for themselves. We as Africans, we are making the cry for ourselves, and we have to control our economics.
Yes. You know, Carlos Cook said, buy black.
Hey, Carlos Cook is my teacher.
Oh, you mean, man?
Apart from Marcus Garvey, he's the most revered person to me.
Yes, Carlos Cook said, he is the one who started up, buy black.
Yes.
Buy black.
And he really promoted it from Garvey's death, 1940, until his death in 1966.
Yes, give thanks. All right, so I'm looking to see you Sunday.
Yes, man, I'll be there Sunday, and just remind everybody tomorrow evening at Shortwood School.
Yes, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, 77 Shortwood Road. Muta, I will bring Marcus Garvey voice in the park on Sunday. You will believe that Marcus Garvey is there in the park because I was sent by the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey to do black people's work.
All right, so give thanks.
African people work. Thank you.
Yes, give thanks. Yeah, man. That was the President General of the UNI here, Michael Duncan. And as you hear him say, he will be here on Sunday. Very interesting. You know, I mean, I got, that's why I say, boy, sometimes you travel and it's best you go and see for yourself. And I never say no group of black people start out that way there. It's in at this time especially. In at this time. It's like when them call the place where them sell casco. A casco them call them place, eh? What them call it? Bashko. Yeah, but Bashko now, this is like food. Food them I work with. It's like food. And them I take everything from Jamaica. So this is a market opening for Jamaican products. But on the next level, can you imagine if this is successful and it reaches Philadelphia, Washington, you understand? Virginia, go right down and then go right up. Vermont, Maine, go into Canada and then place there. When I talk about the market for Jamaican products, and here's a group now we say, right now, we are going to do it for ourselves, independent of government aid and loan from this and loan from that. Them come together, you know. It's like a group of them come together, you know, and put them, you see them put $1 million in it, I bet about US dollar, and start this warehouse. I mean, like, it's a big warehouse, you know, and it can extend itself even more. That is economic progress. That's some you love see it. So, it's a start, and we love when you start, because the glass can full, and then you look on the glass full rather than look on it a bit half empty or half full. A lot of people that look on the glass half empty, half full. We have to look on it full, and we are going to full it. And we love the move. It's not just talk, it's move. Because I see it. I see the products them are come from Jamaica like boxes, on top of boxes are coming out of the warehouse. I mean, like, wow, you know them way there? So, yes, of course. You have Grace Kennedy. If Grace Kennedy had do it, why, you understand? Yeah, man, give thanks. The Cutting Edge and IRFM, so much things. We want to, you know, we usually bring out this 5 to 11. Well, we're late with it, but it can't late. It's still step with Cutting Edge at the part. Pat Clark.
Welcome to Jamaican Roots and Culture. I'm Pat Clark. This week we're commemorating the birth of Jamaica's first national hero, Marcus Messiah Garvey. It's therefore fitting to pause and reflect on the life and work of this great man.
Talking about Marcus Garvey, Marcus Messiah Garvey.
Born in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica, on August 17, 1887, Marcus Garvey was the youngest of 11 children. Garvey moved to Kingston at the age of 14, found work in a print shop, and became acquainted with the abysmal living conditions of the laboring class. He quickly involved himself in social reform, participating in the first Printers' Union strike in Jamaica in 1907 and in setting up the newspaper The Watchman. Leaving the island to earn money to finance his projects, he visited Central and South America, amassing evidence that black people everywhere were victims of discrimination. He visited the Panama Canal Zone and saw the conditions under which the West Indians lived and worked. He went to Ecuador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Colombia, and Venezuela. Everywhere, blacks were experiencing great hardships. Garvey returned to Jamaica distressed at the situation in Central America and appealed to Jamaican's colonial government to help improve the plight of West Indian workers in Central America. His appeal fell on deaf ears. Garvey also began to lay the groundwork of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, to which he was to devote his life. Undaunted by the lack of enthusiasm for his plans, Garvey left for England in 1912 in search of additional financial backing. While there, he worked on a publication called The African Times and began to study the history of Africa, particularly the exploitation of black peoples by colonial powers. In 1914, Garvey organized the Universal Negro Improvement Association and its coordinating body, the African Communities League. In 1920, the organization held its first convention in New York. The convention opened with a parade down Harlem's Lenox Avenue. That evening, before a crowd of 25,000, Garvey outlined his plan to build an African nation state. In New York City, his ideas attracted popular support and thousands enrolled in the UNIA. Garvey began publishing the newspaper The Negro World and toured the United States, preaching black nationalism to popular audiences. His efforts were successful, and soon the association boasted over 1,000 branches in more than 40 countries. Most of these branches were located in the United States, which had become the UNIA's base of operations. There were, however, offices in several Caribbean countries, Cuba having the most. Branches also existed in places such as Panama, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Venezuela, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Namibia, and South Africa. Marcus Garvey also launched some ambitious business ventures, notably the Black Star Shipping Line. In the years following the organization's first convention, the UNIA began to decline in popularity. With the Black Star Line in serious financial difficulties, Garvey promoted two new business organizations, the African Communities League and the Negro Factories Corporation. He also tried to salvage his colonialization scheme by sending a delegation to appeal to the League of Nations for transfer to the UNIA of African colonies taken from Germany during World War I. Financial betrayal by trusted aides and a host of legal entanglements based on charges that he had used the U.S. mail to defraud prospective investors eventually led to Garvey's imprisonment in an Atlanta federal penitentiary for a 5-year term. In 1927, his half-served sentence was commuted and Garvey was deported to Jamaica by order of President Calvin Coolidge. Garvey then turned his energies to Jamaican politics, campaigning on a platform of self-government, minimum wage laws, and land and judicial reform. He was soundly defeated at the polls, however, because most of his followers did not have the necessary voting qualifications. In 1935, Marcus Garvey left for England, where, in near obscurity, he died on June 10, 1940, in a cottage in West Kensington. In retrospect, his life's work contributed tremendously to the development of black pride and self-confidence worldwide. In 1962, Marcus Garvey was named Jamaica's first national hero. And now, to end Jamaican roots and culture, here's our famous quotation from the black diaspora. Up, you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. The words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. For Jamaican Roots and Culture, I'm Pat Clark.
Yes, Pat Clark giving us a lesson in Marcus Garvey. You know that we're still struggling to realize the importance of Marcus Garvey in Jamaica. Still a struggle. Every year we say the same thing. What happened to him house if them now fix up him house? Why them now give him a chance in the school them? You know, it's like a reoccurring decimal all the while where you say, but wait, why we have to keep saying it's the first national hero of Jamaica? First national hero and the most important of all national heroes of Jamaica. And I say, you know, It come away, but the struggle continue. I don't know how long the struggle can continue though, because it'll get away. So, Mgangini, I can pronounce it right. I'm going to pronounce it right. Mbangini. Are you right?
Yes, that's it.
Mgangini. Okay.
Mbangeni. Just relax.
I don't want to say Jessica though. I prefer the last name. I don't like the first name.
The first name. No, I also don't like the first name. I really don't. I do have my own first name. It's Tembela.
Tembela?
Yes.
We love that one. Tembela.
Yeah.
What Tembela mean?
Tembela means I'm a delight. I'm a people's delight.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me something. Poet or singer? What I mean, I know you're the poetry and I hear you singing. I mean, like, yeah, the singing grab me. You know, so what you are more famous for, poetry or singing?
Well, I'm both, and I'm powerful on both. I'm gifted on both. But when I was a little girl, I knew myself as a singer, just a singer, because I was only exposed to poetry from the books. The likes of S.E.K. Mkai, K.S. Bongelas, J.J.R. Jolobe, so the Imbongi, the praise singers, the oral praise singers were not, were very few, and actually we didn't have in our village. So I think we did have, it's just that our people were ashamed of showing their authentic traditional practices because of the Pentecostal influence around us. So you will have to mimic and check what's in. So, but there was something about me when I would be singing. I would sing and end up speaking and get into trance. And I would be mad when people are telling me that you were no more singing. I'd be like, excuse me, are you in your senses? I'm singing. And I would be possessed until I met the doyen of the South African theatre, Gibson Kente, in Joburg. And at the time, I realized my gift through praising my son, and my mom affirmed that, yeah, I've got a gift of poetry. And she's a born-again Christian, so I thought maybe she would say, hey, you need to be laid hands and feet by the big bishops because you are demonic possessed. But she said to me, you've got a gift. Yeah. And I acknowledged the gift, and Gibson Kente, Victor Andonis assisted me on meditation. I didn't know that it was meditation. They just gave me a technique of knowing what I have been saying, because I wouldn't know what I've said. The muse would just roll in and out, and I'll be completely fulfilled, but I wouldn't know exactly what I would be I have been talking about. So the gurus of the theater and music assisted me with balancing my mind and my soul.
So how you make the transition from Pentecostal to deep rooted in your traditional indigenous culture?
It has been a very interesting journey, as I was listening right now to the president of the UNIA, that was traveling with the Soweto Gospel Choir, traveling the more than 37 cities in the States. At the time, we would interact with students, the PhD students, just by looking at their eyes and the questions they would ask from us, being the gospel singers, evoked an emotion inside me, a consciousness. I connected to who I am. It gave me a realization that I need to be as authentic as I could be, so that I can be able to serve my purpose. I should not be stolen by the religion or religious songs that I was going around singing, but find my purpose. And that connected me to the activities, traditional activities and the gifts that I have been doing, that I've been outstanding with, the traditional dancing, the storytelling. I began to search for my own story. After the 37 cities tour, I decided to resign and go back to South Africa and conduct a research about me as a South African before I get to know about me as an African. So that journey really gave birth to the Jessica, the daughter of the soil, who is proud to be an African, who's telling an African story, and who understands the necessity of the economic growth and sustainable development. And with the works that I'm doing today, I am connecting to the models of development of the great Messiah Marcus Garvey, and the movement that is happening today. Yeah. I feel now that I'm here today, also it's still a journey, I feel that I'm in the right track, because I've just initiated a trust under the Xhosa Kingdom, which is a big nation under the legendary King Gins, who was killed by the British and they took his head away and all that. So who colonized, the colonialists who came through our tribe. So I approached the kingdom that we should sit down and have a portal and listen to our people and assess the critical skills that our people have and look at the commodities that we have and find a multi-pronged approach of reindustrialization, agglomeration, and heritage preservation.
Yeah. This is the cutting edge, and I refer me want to listen to the sister on CD. Here goes. Yes. This is the cutting edge where we feature in South Africa tonight by way of Jessica here, and she I want to explain that poem. It never finished, but give some explanation about it. Can you say it's about what's happening in South Africa now?
In South Africa, 2 years back, the miners were shot dead because they were on strike, complaining, demanding the 10% to their wages. The miners in South Africa are the lowest paid people who are working very hard. They can't even afford to take their children to school, let alone going to universities. Because we are the families that are looking after the extended families. And they can't even save for themselves. They can't even invest. They are actually the low-class community of people that are doing a great job, a risky job, working in bad conditions, terrible conditions, but they are not looked after. Their lives are always at risk. There are no nearest hospitals around the mines. When they've got infections, they normally die of tuberculosis and rheumatism and a lot of diseases. And they die young, leaving their children with nothing. So they were addressing those issues when the superiors of the mine owners decided that they must be shot dead. They couldn't come and listen to them. The unions who were representing those people were denying knowing them. They were selling their brothers' souls. They couldn't protect them. And they had no guns, but they were gunned down. It's our brothers. It's our fathers.
Yeah.
It's real. It's happening right in front of us. And in this poem, I'm just actually saying the mines should be closed down, because they are not serving the purpose of putting bread on our people's tables.
Okay. You know, we heard about it and we was following it up. You know, and it really did sound away from here, from this distance. This is the cutting edge. The time is 12 o'clock. This is the cutting edge. You know, you're from Durban or Johannesburg?
I'm based in Johannesburg, but I'm from the Eastern Cape in Ngamakwe.
Okay.
It's near Amtata, near the Nelson Mandela's home. So it's just 30 kilometers away from Ekono. Yes, that's where I come from. Deep rural areas, where the Govan Begi's, Thabo Mbeki's father was born. Thabo Mbeki's mother is just 15 kilometers away from my home. Most of the political activists are Steve Biko, which is, I think Steve Biko is 2 hours away, 120 kilometers away from my home. They are coming from that region.
You know, I remember if it's 3-4 years ago, we did a portrait tour from Cape Town, Johannesburg, Zimbabwe, Malawi. There was a sister there that we became good friends. And she was 9 months pregnant on the tour.
Lebo Mashile.
And oh gosh, man, leave Lebo Mashile.
Yeah.
Lebo Mashile. I mean, it's one of the sweetest poets.
Yeah.
A year, man. We became good friends. And as the tour finished, she had a baby. 9 months pregnant. Imagine she had tour. And every night she take the stage, man. May I tell you. So I really want to play this poem for you.
Oh, thank you.
From this season, Michelle.
Wow.
Trust me. I love her. Believe you me. And for see her daughter 9 months pregnant on a tour.
Wow.
And then as she done the tour, so she give birth. Yeah, Lebo Michelle. Sweet, trust me, sweet.
And dynamic.
Yes, yeah.
And dynamic.
Okay, so how much CDs you have, by the way? How much CDs you released already?
I have released 3 albums.
Okay.
The other one is the one that has got a live DVD. I should give you the copy of my live DVD.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What is Igoli?
Igoli is the title of this story about Joburg. Joburg is regarded as the city that changes people's behavior. And it influences the behavior towards the West or the best. So in this instance, Igoli has influenced one of my brothers that he could not be able to give a great assessment on the commitments in terms of the relationships that he has decided to get onto. He saw a most beautiful girl and he forgot how we as the African people look at the people. We don't look at only the beauty, but we look at the behavior of someone, and if she could be able to make a good wife and fitting to the certain family. So here we find our brother bringing somebody who would not want to practice the customs and traditions of the family where she's getting married unto, and the family is not pleased. Is putting a blame on Igoli.
So the other night when I hear you talk, you're talking about the dancing and the men love, the South African men love to see the women dance.
Yes.
What is the effect that it has on men seeing the women dance?
The dance is the rhythm of the character that balances. Women are influential in the spaces, and when we talk of the domestic violence today, actually it's not the men that are driving that. We are very influential on triggering. It's either beauty or the worst scenario. So dancing is the most beautiful thing, and it brings good vibes within yourself as a person, and it balances your soul. It stretches up your character. It brings charisma. So we need to show the beauty. That's the beauty of a woman, by bringing a great charisma. So when a woman doesn't smile, makes things worse, because we are living in the world where there are worst scenarios. So we are the flavor, we are the flowers of the nation. So even our walks are really enhancing the soul, the mind and soul. So we need to dance. Let's just sing and dance. And through the reason why I decided to make this song that is tragic, actually, because these people are rejecting this woman. I've decided to make it to have the dance rhythms. It's all because we say in our Xhosa culture, even if kufiwe kuyahlekwa, that means even in death we smile, and in death we laugh, so that we can be able to register and respond instead of react into such, so that we can be able to address these issues. So when we create a beautiful atmosphere, we are able to address the issues of every day.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying the poem, if you don't mind saying it. The poem that connects this dance. Because you started to dance, and then you sang. I know sometimes it's very difficult for translate the
poem.
The poem.
Oh,
but I don't mind you saying it.
On that poem, in this song, I'm addressing that. What is this that is happening today? Is it the wrath of the ancestors? Is it the sins of our forefathers that our sons are unable to see and see beyond their eyes? What is it that we have done wrong? So that means I'm calling for the nation to go back to its roots. So we call it Ibuyambo Mzwako Wetu. That means go back to your roots, oh beautiful nation.
So you're going to do the poem?
Please come again.
Are you going to do the poem? Sing the song.
Yes, I can do it.
Well,
I can do it.
The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
This one for Ikoli or the other one?
No, the other one. Yes, the other one.
Okay, the other one would be the. You just caught me off guard. All right. The other one would be the tribute to Marcus Garvey.
Yes.
Yeah. Lathi bayisakazuka isikhumba sengqongqo. Vulani indlela kugabu kubumnyama. Bamba ngasibini singabi nedyutyu. Khandana amachiza konakala ukuhlala. Ha! namhla sigagene kodwa ndinguyinongqawusa intombi kamhlakazeni wadiliza intaba zikaXhosa ndiligube evule utibu jiyani siba soshubela abantwana okhala khululumula abantwana umgodi omdala wadida amantshotshi inkomo zikatibi inkomo zikasijekula madoda inkomo zikaniwambe ezadla intsimi kabhangqoza ikhukhuza zayitshala zemka nengcambu zibuyila inkomo zikatata beziyolobola amavila haye hayi ewe kaloku kuyevakala ukungahumla kwengwevenentsiba ingqeqanentsiba ingqangenentsiba yakwamakhasi Musaya Garvey ewe kaloku kuyevakala ukugungqa kwamathambo egorha le-Afrika nguye uMarcus Garvey owazalwa ngomhla wa-17 ngo-August ka-1987 kwagquma kwazamazama umhlaba kwaqhephuka amatye lafipha lilanga kanye nezinkanyezi we salute you, hero of the nations, mind holder of generations, redeemer and releaser of humankind. We will always remember you, for today we speak of the decommodification of commodities. What if there's nothing in the world common to the men that the men cannot do? Today we salute you. Nelson Mandela ngenyimini, we are the change that we want to see. We thank you, we give you thanks for the strength, we salute you. Otikaloku zizu jamaka statue ngenyimini, ingovenentebe kwa matiba, umalala jongile mhlaka magusha kumilonje kaya, ingangatel makaka, ela koma makoba, umakoba ngenchucha na ngongu mefazweni, Marcus Garvey, ndikuvila ukuthetha kwakho ngezwi lingumtyanga mpo phakathi kwentete zidala uxakaniseko ngenxa yesigqomgqom sempithizelo kwisiphithiphithi sezwe samaphutha ahlathinye kodwa kunamhlanje nje sivingoma emyoli ngezwe lingumpongampo ithi Hello, home. Mazijike ziyantilini aphela amadoda kuhlatywa ngkhonto nqukuva. I am an African.
But I tell you, it's weird that most of the things they say I don't understand, but I feel it. It reminds me very much of when we go do our poetry to a crowd that is not familiar with Jamaica, but just the intensity of the poem make you feel and know what is happening. Now, I don't know how much of it you can translate into English, but I really love you try and tell me. I mean, I know about it's Marcus Garvey and the elevation of Marcus Garvey, but some of the words them, if you can translate it for the people them and say exactly what you actually say about Marcus Garvey in the poem.
All right. What I'm saying, Marcus Garvey is our pride, who has left us with the it's so difficult to translate.
Yeah, well, it's hard to translate it, but
when I say inqangenentsiba, it's more broader, like it would be a paragraph where I say he's the source of our heritage intelligence. He's one of the divine philosophers who, even today, we are still able to drink from his wells of life. And to us, his death was not actually the death, and we don't regard him as dead, because he has incarnated through us. He has incarnated through all the African sons and daughters, wherever they are. You would ask yourself that there is no model that is confirming my mind, but what is this voice that is speaking through me? And it is the voice of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And Nelson Mandela's and the great Martin Luther King's, Malcolm X, have been drinking all those from his wells of knowledge and wisdom. And today, it's us and it's our responsibility to take on. I'm so glad to receive such a model of development tonight, and I'm looking forward to hear more on Sunday. Africa is going to change, and we are the changers of the world. Wherever we are, it was the dream of Marcus Garvey for the African Americans to go back to Africa, but I'm saying today we are going to make the change wherever we are as the African people in the globe. So Africa is wherever we are.
Jessica Mbangeni.
Jessica Mbangeni.
Yeah. From South Africa. Yeah. Music of Azania, South Africa. Jessica is here in Jamaica. She performed at the Poetry Festival that took place on Sunday night.
Yeah.
You're going to do some poems Sunday?
Yes, Sunday I'm going to give a full good set of 30 minutes. I'll bring
30 minutes?
Yes, South African flavor. Yeah,
okay.
And at night as well, in the reggae night, I'll be performing another 30 minutes.
So you know that you're going to have at least 9,000-10,000 people in front of you.
Please come again.
They told you that you're going to have at least 10,000 people in front of you.
Woo!
They didn't tell you?
They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me.
You think it was like 3,000, like 300 people like that other night, 100 and 200 people like that other night?
Woo! And the vibe was so big.
All right, listen now. You see what you did the other night?
Yeah.
Imagine that 20,000, 1,000 times more.
Oh my goodness, I've got goosebumps.
I'm serious. It's like, it's that place that you just came in.
Yeah.
There will be no place to walk out there Sunday. Trust me. You can't. I mean, you'll have to be escorted through the crowd. We're talking about like, you see that road out there, it's going to block.
Oh,
the road going black from the gas station go right up to the town with people. Trust me. So it's a big crowd you're going to say your poems in front of. So I don't know how them never tell you. I don't know how Yasus never tell you that. Yasus, why is scared? The woman scared or understand? Oh, Yasus, because
they're waiting for you to tell me.
Yeah, or they're waiting for me to tell you.
Yeah, otherwise maybe I would have been in bed by now and be like, woo! In Jamaica, such a biggest crowd ever.
No, serious. Like, I'm not exaggerating.
It feels home. It feels home.
At least 8,000 people, 10,000 people.
I'm so glad.
Inside and outside are here. So
I'm so glad.
It's nothing compared to what you do the other night. Nothing compared. This is Marcus Garvey. This is the largest Marcus Garvey celebration in Jamaica. From ever since its inception, it's the largest Marcus Garvey celebration. So you have to prepare for it. You have to prepare for it. So we give thanks for your coming here. But I want to ask you something though. Zuma, as a sister who seemed to be steeped into the politics of South Africa, what do you think of Zuma? Because we hear that they want to impeach him, we hear that them want to arrest him, we hear that them want to do all other things. What do you think of Zuma, the president?
President Zuma has got, taking from the exile, the times of exile, I have been around the greats that I've observed some differences from the exile during the time South Africa was fighting for the freedom. They were fighting for the same vision, but in different ways, having different objectives and different ways of doing things. Well, today and those people had their own groups and camps during those times. And OR was trying to bring them together, to bring unity among the African National Congress. And OR was the umbilical cord. And immediately that umbilical cord broke down. They refused to go with the principle of OR, which is diplomacy, which is leadership with ethics, leadership leaving the legacy of point of reference, a model that can be adapted into a great philosophy that can rule the world. So it's not now, it comes from way back. And I believe that it will come to pass because such leadership, hand-to-mouth leadership, a leadership that is not investing towards the sustainability of the human, to be humane, but to look at tangible things as they come and go. Leadership like that won't be sustainable. We look at the brains behind the Nelson Mandela was Thabo Mbeki. Yes, Nelson was the icon of humanity, but when it comes to the model of leadership, the Africa that we want to see is still something even today that we are able to engage the whole African continent and the world at large. So we should, the leadership that I'm looking for is the leadership that we are able to sit down and say, we have, and scale ourselves and not be ashamed and say, this is how we are going to rate the leadership that the African continent wants and the legacy that we want to create and the leadership today.
So you think that you think that Zuma has disappointed the legacy of Thabo Mbeki?
Definitely. I, for one, I am disappointed, and not even disappointed because I know of other things and other principles that have not been implemented from exile. They had differences from the exile. So I know with the peer pressure in South Africa that we want to see, we want to eat, we want to do what they have done to us. It's like paying a revenge to the white supremacy. And it should not be like that. When you rule the country, we should not be paying the revenge, but we should try to be diplomatic and change and make a change that can be sustainable.
But as we speak, there are groups of militias, white militias, who is organizing themselves with the belief that there going to come a time when the blacks in South Africa will rise up to really gain not only political power, but even the idea of land and the basis of power, which is land. I think there's a lot of, well, I've read and I've seen different videos of them training them children to really, for the future to come, where they actually believe that blacks won't be satisfied with their position right now in South Africa, even though they are politically motivated. But there's more that they feel that blacks want. What do you think about that?
What I know is that it was not only the black people that fought for the liberation struggle of South Africa. there were white people that were against the apartheid regime. There was IDASA that was in partnership with the African National Congress. So now that it's not now that they are grouping themselves against what is happening in the country. It has been long there that there were white South Africans who wanted unity, who wanted development and equality. And I think we should join hands. Our history should be told right and not on the one-sided, so that we can be open-minded and have this unity in diversity, achieve the unity in diversity that we are looking for.
Yes, sorry. There's a frame of thought that South Africa is one of those bubbling powder keg that is going to explode sometime or another, because there's still some grumbling about what was or what should be because of the end of apartheid that did not manifest itself amongst the majority of the black people them in South Africa. They feel that black people in South Africa still have to fight that fight for total liberation from the apartheid regime, which still exists economically in the country. Or you see that? Because when I talk about the militias, and I'm talking about militias who is organizing to fight a system, I'm talking about militias who believe that black people is going to rise up against white people in South Africa and continue that fight that them feel never end because of Mandela. Some people feel that Mandela brought forth a kind of pacify the struggle. And there's black people who is feeling that Mandela pacifying the struggle don't mean that the struggle end, because Mandela says, or Mandela bring about this what they call rainbow thing, because there's blacks now who feel that Mandela is not the end of it.
Yeah, there are, and I'm so glad that we've got now partnerships with universities, with the Institute of African Renaissance by Thabo Mbeki, to conscientize our black people that it was just a break that Mandela has brought for us to have discussions about the Africa that we want to see, not only South Africa. South Africa will be developed by the models of development, by having conversations with other parts of the African continent and with experienced people, because the models of development are bringing bringing solution, are bringing conversations around the economic, because it's economy that divides the people. We want money. They always say money is the obstacle. So we want money. So I believe that these conversations through these institutes, creating industries, balancing the curriculum, will the decommodification, the decolonization of education, will definitely bring up the soldiers that can be able to take on the baton from the Nelson Mandelas and take it forth and further and create successful Africa that we want to see.
So where's Winnie in all of this?
Please come again.
Where's Winnie Mandela in all of this?
Yeah.
That reconstruction, that movement for the new South Africa. Where's Winnie in that?
Mama Winnie, right now, she does make a little difference because she's a role model. She's been there, but we are telling more stories other than we're telling the stories of her experiences, other than giving her the platforms and take note of the wisdom she has, because it was not only the end of the fight when they were fighting and we gained the freedom, the South African freedom. I think we should give her the platforms as well, as long as she lives, to guide us and to guide women, to guide girls, to hold hands, to bring unity within the gender spaces, and be the well of life and the source of wisdom. But because of the propaganda of the ruling parties and the portfolios, we tend to ignore those conversations with her.
Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on RFM. We continue the journey. Like a very popular song all over Africa, been done in many different African languages. You know, the idea of South Africa and its what them call business partners. What do you think about the move from America to China in a South Africa? Because we hear that the trust now is that America is no longer the main business partners with South Africa, but China is. And they have this thing we call BRIC. I don't know if you know about it, BRIC.
Yes, I know about it.
Brazil, Brazil, India, Russia. Where the country again? Oh gosh, my brain not function. But there, apparently, America is no longer the main trading partners with South Africa again, but China. What do you think about that switch, that change?
The negotiations that are happening between South Africa and China is that the Chinese must bring the machinery because we've got the commodities, and they should bring the skills so that our people can be skillful and we can be able to, the 60% of the economy could be able to remain in South Africa and so that we can exercise the regional integration among the African continent, because also there are policies that are being developed around the African continent so that we can be able to trade our commodities amongst ourselves. So the Chinese are able to listen. There is a certain exercise that is happening. There are skills development exchange. South Africans that are being identified, champions who go to China to learn the skills and come back to the country and teach the others the system of cooperatives, so the trainings that are happening, entrepreneurship. There's a lot of entrepreneurship that is happening in skills development. So I think it's a much better mode of development to trade with a partner that is able to develop you instead of taking from you.
You are feeling that the partnership with China is a much better relationship than with America?
Yes, it is, because it gives a sense of pride on who we are. We have a chance of influencing ourselves, other than being the spectators of our own commodities, of our own products, and just export them as raw and original as they are. And when they come back GMO. We are looking also at the pharmacy industry, that we should be able to manufacture our own medicine in South Africa, because we've got health scientists. And during the times of Naledi Pandor in the health system, I have seen the developments, and whoever has taken on I'm glad that it was not just a ministerial influence, but it was an industrial development that is sustainable. It's happening. Our people are taking pride on what they have in terms of the plants, health plants that they have and how to process them, and then we integrate. There's a lot of even lotions. And we sit down, we are talking about these things, the chemicals, harmful chemicals and useful chemicals, the challenges that we have, the kind of people that we are, what we react unto, the soil, the environment. Now we have a break from the influence of an influx of the American products. And also regarding the chicken that has just come in, people now are taking on to the organic farming and having partnerships. Agriculture is encouraging the people and is investing a lot of money to the people, is giving
to organic farming
other than giving them the GMOs. So we are also building up our own stations, power stations, so for what you call to look after our own environment, so that we can be able to recycle and also create jobs amongst ourselves and good environment that can be secure.
So all of this is government initiatives, or just private people doing it?
It's government initiatives, and it's driven by people. People who are African conscientized. So the democracy that we have is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. And when we are enforced to take on products, we are able to stand and say no. Why? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we challenge. We've got a power to challenge the government, and they are able to listen, and our partners are able to see how they can be able to make their money without a power of oppressing us.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Yeah, man. Talk louder, though.
Yeah, greetings, Mosa.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, greetings.
Yeah, man. You say greetings 3 times, man.
Oh, yeah. Big up Marcus Garvey upon him. Yeah, big up Marcus Garvey upon him there, you know?
Yeah, how you know, man?
Yeah, me.
Me know a woman. Me know I'm a Dubai, Abu Dhabi, China, Turkey friend. Marcus Garvey. May I hear you? You listen to your radio, though?
Yeah. No,
you have to turn on the radio when you talk.
Yeah, at the daughter, me a reason still. I'm saying like how she reason. She not on a CD.
Yeah, she have CD. Yeah. Oh, you mean, man? She have CD, man. She have 3 CD.
Oh.
So you not come Sunday?
Yeah, man, me I come long the Sunday, man. So me I come link there and say we can get 2 CD with her, you know.
Well, you have to go link chief for the CD, them, I know me I tell them.
Yeah.
Them are going down your door. You have any more CD? Wait, by the way, you have any more CD? You have any more CDs?
Yes, I've got CDs, I've got DVDs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, people need to take me home and listen to me. And even read about the people that I've worked with, because it's very important to create the industry. The credits. So we should be able to play live, bring live feel, expressions, collaboration, so that we can have the industry and create new formulas. And actually, I'm looking forward to a great collaboration with the Jamaican artists. And it's coming true. It's coming.
All right. So you hear that, Bridget? So you have to come quick, because I don't think it's enough, Shav. It's not a lot of CDs, Shav.
Yeah, man. As more left for Marcus Garvey word, you know. As Marcus Garvey say, you have to have confidence within life, you know.
Yes.
If you don't have confidence, you are twice defeated in the race of life.
But with confidence, you have won.
You win before you even start.
Yeah, man. All right, sir. Give thanks, yeah?
Yeah.
So how you make out to the shop there? Like how them lick it down and thing, right? You must recover, you know.
Yeah, man, I recover, man. Because you know, every failure is a stand up to, you know. You understand?
Of course. Yeah, man. We're glad for you still. All right, Bridget, give thanks. Yes, this brethren is a young entrepreneur, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, him travel, buy things and bring back and sell, you know. High fashion though, a very high fashion youth, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, we love him because he's really interested in what we are doing. Yes.
I'd like to have a look at the things that he's doing.
It's in Kingston.
I would like to check his what you call online social media so that I can see, because I'm a fashion designer. I have a clothing manufacturing company as well.
Oh, yeah?
And the crafts, so collaborations are very important. We need to take.
You will love my wife, man.
Yeah.
She is into that.
Yes, we have spoken.
The designers in Jamaica, one of the bigger designers too. She said she wanted to buy everything that you have on the other night.
Yeah, I'm leaving the whole suitcase to her.
All right. Yes, El.
Muta.
You're blessed, man.
Hello?
Yeah, man, well, listen.
Oh, Mutabaruka has a poem. And listening to it, I find that from then on to this time, this poem is continuing in my mind.
Okay.
This poem is pastoral. This poem is tutorial. This poem is a teacher. This poem will outlast any lies told by the preacher. This poem may be slow, may be fast. It is a poem of the present and the future. It is Sankofa to link us with the past. This poem is not a fad, so not dead. This poem hot and bad no rated. Bad no rated.
All right, sir.
Muta, are you that? Yep. My bad.
You will.
Yes. But hey, no.
Well, you know, never ask if you come Sunday. You know, never ask if you come long.
No, you go ask. Maybe.
I will.
No 100. Me no 100. Me I try consider. Me I try preach it tomorrow to maybe. Me no know.
Or long parish library. St. Anne's Parish Library. Okay. Okay.
But the lady we have beside you.
Yes.
So like she about 10 feet tall and 5 feet.
No.
No, you want me to say, no?
Yeah.
The body will contain that the lungs and push out at the voice.
I saw the ear
that the voice there.
No, I saw the South African them strong, powerful them voice, you know. Trust me. Yes. It's scary, don't it?
The princess there said she bad. Me love your voice.
You are here on stage.
Yeah, the man.
You want here on stage.
That's why I need to do the Sunday.
No, man, you want here on stage, man. Trust me, man. It's like a warrior spirit, man.
Yes, sir. Kimbela, Bangela.
He's exalted.
Bangeni.
Bangeli.
Ni. N-I. Nora.
Bangeli.
N-I. N for Nora.
Oh, Timbela, Bangeli.
Yes.
He's exalting your voice. Say your voice is like the sound of many waters.
And that poem is Jessica Mbangeni.
Who's what?
That poem is a future.
Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. So, talk, man. Talk.
Oh no. No, ask Garvey. I don't remember. In your your language is what? Hausa?
Yeah.
Okay. Click language. I don't remember how to say hello.
You don't remember how to say hello?
Some
in Hausa,
in Xhosa you say molo. Yes, molo or porta.
I know when you hang up the phone, you're going to forget the word.
Probably because, I used to know up in Jacksonville, Florida, they have a lot of princes and princesses from South Africa go to college up there. Well, they used to back in the 80s. And I met a couple and I was trying to get that because Miriam Makiva,
I tell you.
Her click, she did the click song, so?
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. Muta, where she had to do?
Gutangu gutwane ebekabele gutava gutwane ebekabele gutava gutangu Good, Johnny.
Yes, ever since I was small, I love that song. I love it. Don't know the meaning, but but loved it. Loved it. Used to love to see, like any shows I used to watch with, with dancing from down there and all that. Used to love it. Just love it, so.
All right.
I know a lot of people on call still.
Yeah.
But Muta, just before me go, the last week when you played that tape, right?
Which one of them?
The one about samosa them and all them people there. And the standing minister with the IMF business and all that.
Yeah.
You know, so though. No fight. I think Mighty Sparrow, that one song about, like when it's about Gary was a wanted man.
Yes, yeah.
Because he mentioned all them things, well, somebody, like standing the stars and all that. Samosa.
Yeah, all right, sir.
And Miss Bangi,
Hey, my brother.
Yeah,
she forgiving you for calling here, bro. Just like me. She forgiving you.
I hope to see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
If I don't, you enjoy yourself in Jamaica.
Thank you ever so much. Definitely we are going to meet.
All right.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay. All right, move.
Yes. Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cutting edge.
Yes, Smooth. One thing for anything else, man, for big up Duke BSC and Rummy and Green.
Yes.
I then keep in touch.
Of course, definitely.
I have to do that.
Rummy and Green. I don't meet him yet, I mean, me and Duke BSC spar up to the other day we there in London, in England, we are spar. I don't meet Rummy yet.
I never meet none of them yet still, but me and Rummy and Green talk on social media, but from my Virgin Fireball to about this program, I have one program I ever missed in 2.5 years. Mota is a different man. Mota
is a
different man.
All
you hear
right,
me tell you?
All right, sir. I believe you.
Different man, and I can tell you, the work we are put in. The work we are put in. Younger can keep doing it. Some of them people are still asleep, but them are going to wait.
Of course.
They know them are doing.
Watch out. You see that brother?
Wake up back in a slavery.
You see that brother with the name Trump? He's going to make them wake till them too wake.
But I remember me calling and tell you, say, I may say, no.
Then the things that I didn't want to win to. Because we know say somewhere along the line, him going to wake them up till them wake too much. You see we're going over the weekend, yeah?
What do you mean,
that wake up a whole heap of people,
Oh, yeah. Some of them still asleep, man.
No, man, a whole heap of them. Look how long we're on the radio. At 20 years we're on the radio now. Not so much people are supposed to sleep, but some people wake. Some people wake.
Yes. Me wake. Me know some wake.
Yeah.
Me was one of the youth in the younger days, but I pray for everything. But he's a different man.
Yeah, man.
Different man,
Yeah.
But me as a motor, you do a great job here, sir.
Give thanks, man.
I just big up my Virgin Fireball and Star and Harville up at Arlington Town and Fish Tea and...
Where you call from? I call
Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, all right, sir.
I'm one you tell me that the East just go and hold it down because me see them start them violence and
I tell you. Yeah, man.
That now go nowhere at all. And then we just kill off one net into the,
You know it's a Jakes Road, you see? Jakes Road on a Mountain View there. A Marcus Garvey, wife, family, the whole of this run it, That's why I named Jakes, because she didn't hear me Jakes Garvey. It have a connection with the Jakes family, Marcus Garvey wife.
And it's sad, because I remember in the youth all in the 90s, we could have walked from anywhere in the East, because we used to raise fish.
Oh, yes, man.
And we used to walk all over to buy fish up there, so nobody never used to trouble me. You know what I mean? And it's just different, but You see the thing with the youth, them water, the youth, them not raise the animals, so the youth, them have no connection and nothing. You know what I mean? When we are come up, we raise bird, we raise fish, so we have a connection with life. You can understand life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then understand the finality of
Them
this.
use the gun and answer everything.
When you kill a man, them gone, you know? Gone and no come back.
Come back, yeah. And like movie.
And the last point I want to make before me leave. Remember when I grew up, I see two man in my community, war and one go for a gun for kill the next one. And it never happened. And then week after that, I see two man and turn best friend again. So I didn't think there's a
yeah, but we have now the best friend, them I go to war with them friend. Yeah. That we are around now, that we are around now. The best friend, them I go to war with the best friend.
But somebody needs to tell them, say, yo, you eat it right now, you know what I mean? Next, yeah, after the eat it where you feel it, you know, you gotta calm down, you know what I mean? And I just say there.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna say, I want love motor.
Give thanks, man.
You do a great job. You do a great job.
All right, so give
you know what I mean? You change I and I. Cool.
Yeah.
Mutabaruka, how you doing, man?
I'm okay, man.
I'm calling you from Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. All right, sir.
I want to big up your guest.
Okay.
Appreciate your hard work.
Yes.
But I want to big you up, man, on your hard work. I've been in Washington for over 20 years now. You've been doing some great work.
You've been stalking me for 20 years.
Yes, man. Every time I hear sound...
You sound like Cabo. Cabo has been stalking me for 20 years, too.
Woo. And I'm going to be stuck with you with the next 20 years.
Mr. Ian Bourne, man.
Yes.
You guys doing some serious work to awake the people, man. Awake the people.
Give thanks. So what are you doing in Washington? What you doing in Washington?
I'm an IT consultant.
Okay.
Here, so I'm in the information business.
Okay. You ever been to South Africa? You ever been to South Africa?
No, not yet. I want to go there at some point, but I like the program that you have tonight.
Yes.
You're getting very, very powerful lady.
She's from South Africa.
I realize that, man. I realize that. I love the move with China and those the so-called BRIC. We got to change the whole system, man.
I try to remember the country. Them, you know, it's Brazil, Russia, India, and China. And South Africa is now in it.
Right.
Yeah, South Africa is now in it.
Yeah, that's a good move, you know. But I mean, I would want the Caribbean and those in that area to also come and form some kind of an alliance, you know.
A South thing, like a South thing.
Yeah, but listen, on a more serious note, I gave you a book about 20 years ago called the Urantia book. Urantia book, remember that blue book?
But you know, easy, brethren. I don't remember where I do yesterday. You had to me about 20 years ago, man. I don't remember where I do yesterday. You had to me about book 20 years ago, a blue book. I don't remember at all. I'm being honest here. I'm being honest. I don't remember. Maybe if I go back to my book in my library, I know I will book it up and say, right, that book and the man that tell me about.
Yeah, man, it's called the Urantia book, and it's also a website called urantia.org. I also gave one to Mr. Ian Boyne, so
Urantia.
I'm trying to contact
you. You are, yes.
It's
Is that
www.
Yes.
URA.
It's one of those esoteric. It's one of those esoteric books.
It covers 450 billion years of our galaxy and 4.5 billion years of our Earth history.
I remember the book. Believe you me, I remember the book.
This is now the information is now coming down.
Are you wouldn't give me that book there? You know, so me remember the book, brethren. Me remember the book.
All right.
Yeah, me remember the book, man.
You have to get up to speed, Muta.
Yes.
I need to get
it's like the Metanetter, eh?
I and those guys, okay?
Yes.
But the people got to go and do their own research.
Okay.
You know? So I'm telling them now, urantia.org.
Yes.
You have been doing it for over 20 years, but now it's time to tell the people, go and do your own research.
I agree with you.
But I want to get in touch with Mr. Ian Bowen.
Okay. I can't get in touch with him.
Hello?
Yeah, him work at GIS. Him work at Jamaica Information Service. Or you can call RGR, them name. Yeah, RGR. You can call RGR.
All right, but I watch in your progress, man. You doing some serious work. No different from Jeremiah, Isaiah, and those guys, okay?
Okay, so I saw I'm booking at the Bible then. I saw I'm booking at the Bible.
The new Bible is going to have you in it.
Oh. All right, sir. All right.
Take care, man. Appreciate hard work. Keep it up, man. Do not let no one deter you, brother.
No, man. No, man. I'm alive, you know. I'm alive.
Because if you know what I know, at some point I'm going to have to link you and let you know what I know, okay? But I can't put it on the air.
All right, sir.
Take care of yourself, man. Respect.
Yes. It's ill.
Ill Muta.
Blessed man.
I go down.
Cutting edge.
Cutting edge, I go down. It go up too. I don't go down. It go up.
Well, you say?
Well, you say. You say your part and me. I say the other part.
All right, so yeah,
you have to do the two extreme, you know.
Yeah, eat at the night, you belly
in the morning, them say.
All right, sir.
Muta.
Yes, sir.
That man was born in her. Not you.
And it shall be said that this and that man was born in her.
Came from out of such.
Yeah, the highest
Muta,
himself have established her.
Long time, yeah, you and Baga walk together, you know. Remember them days they from the golden Printry?
Golden Printry.
Yeah, this is where you start, you know.
When we are still light
book of poem, what name again? Catch a Fire? Or what?
Outcry.
My brethren. The little brethren pan it.
Yeah, Outcry.
Alan Mutabaruka.
Yeah.
You see where I come from?
Yeah, man.
History.
It's
not a mystery.
I know what talk to me.
Who talk to you?
No, I know what talk to me. I know what I said. I know what talk to me.
The sister.
Yeah.
Enough respect to the lady.
Yeah, he might tell you, sister. He might heal you up.
Thank you.
Eh?
Thank you. I'm listening.
Okay.
You got to listen because you have two lovely ears. And by listening, he who that listens most learns most.
Oh yes.
You're the lady. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you people are the most beautiful people in creation.
Oh, thank you.
You know why? Because you're the ones that bring the baby.
Woo!
You got your talent. Buddha got his talent. We all talented.
Yeah.
We are part of the universe. We are universal being. Sister, Muta.
Yes,
now come Aoche. Sunday, a long time in a drive out, my brother. Them new highway say, brother, come and fight. There's so much people dead. Them go harm maybe. And them no respect the land, the Marcus did, and people parents to work on the slavery. Enough that I go and copy you that I go on the hill. You must moot?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Yes, I. So enough respect. Ask the sister for me now.
Yeah.
The brethren named Michael Tellinger dealing with the Ubuntu party. And the Ubuntu principle of living. That the party of youth and start advocating in Jamaica now, Muta. You understand? The Ubuntu party, the Ubuntu movement.
Yeah.
You see? Because the consciousness in the Muta, the other day a word come to me now. Conscious risation, you have a first year that one day?
Yeah.
Conscious risation. You see your vibration, we are manifest from that time till this time. You have your work to manifest, my brethren.
Blessed man.
You see? What in us, what you choose is what you choose. And if you choose negative, you're going to reap that. You dig?
Yeah, man.
I choose positive liberty, consciousness at all times, uprightness. You have to be Christian to be a righteous man. As Christ said that when the earth has covered the world, is righteousness, not Christianity. You call a Muslim or whosoever, real righteous being walking with the Almighty Muta. Me had vibrate on a level of consciousness, my brother. Come on, civil war in America, it's coming now. You see, start already? No Jamaica war out of that and carry out. The civil war come out. America build up of a blood, the first apartheid system in the world. Take the binge on them and them destroy them and put them on reservation. Same thing them come in South Africa. Remember I said two to say now. The white man came and was like, let us pray. And here comes another day when he realized they had the Bible and the white man of the land. I want a different plan for them. Respect to the sister. I asked her if you know the place where them call Adam's calendar. in South Africa.
He might ask if you know Adam's calendar in South Africa. No, she said no.
All right. Go down the so, said brethren in Michael Tellinger. We are showing what is sound, what sound can do. Sound levitate things, sound move objects, sound boil water, muta. The brethren do there's a giant footprint taller than Blumbeat, Michael Tellinger, in a rock. How are you going to look on that?
All right, sir.
Bless up.
Blessed man, give thanks.
Respect.
Yes, sir.
They always cuss and they curse the coal train that brought them to Johannesburg.
You know, I go Johannesburg, and I'm told that Johannesburg city is built on the gold mines.
Yes.
And I'm trying to find the gold mines in Johannesburg, but I don't find out not to know. I know the diamond mine them there, outside of Johannesburg. Where, I mean, like a day drive. I know of diamond mines, but I try to figure out where in Johannesburg you can walk and find the gold mines then, because I am told that the city is built. You ever hear that yet?
Yes, it's built on gold mines, and underneath, that's why there are a lot of earthquakes in Johannesburg that are happening, because there are big holes. So there are quarries. Now we are sitting on quarries. So hence we are able to build the Gautrain. We are able to grill underground. We are doing a lot of activities underground so that we can keep the what you call the ground active.
So where do you go in Johannesburg to go into the mines? Where you enter from?
Oh my goodness. I have never decided, because the Carltonvilles, which are around Johannesburg, are still active mines, and just the Johannesburg surroundings. And right from when you are coming from the airport coming to the CBD, you can see the big quarries on your left-hand side.
With the gold residues?
Yes.
I've seen those. But, so those gold residues is coming from the mines?
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot of residue here. I'm always tempted to go there, go chip off a piece and keep it.
I'm telling you, you don't survive when you go in there. And another photograph, I wanted to do a photo shoot of me next to those quarries. I'm like, I'm even afraid to go nearer that place. I should have bodyguards.
Oh yeah.
in case we got arrested, or those who are coming, because there are those who are still trying to loot the gold mines.
Yeah, and once you can't take out the diamond, and them catch you coming out of the diamond, them you go in a prison.
Please come again.
No, I say I know that if they catch you coming out through the airport with the diamond, you're liable to go to prison.
And why? Why so?
I don't know. You have to buy it in the airport. You have to buy the diamond in the airport. You can't actually go down at the mines and get piece of diamond and say this is yours and carry it out. You get arrested for it. You know,
it's my land. I've never even saw the raw diamond.
Can't believe that. But it supply most of the world.
But at least I still have my African consciousness.
Yeah.
That's what I'm holding on to.
So when you leave here, what you do? What you do after you go back? You have places you travel to. You keep doing touring. What you do?
I'll have a few events around Johannesburg, sharing my experience, Jamaican experience, and we interact a lot with the Independent Music Expo South Africa, which is assisting the independent artists to get into the world of technology, distributing their own music, producing their own works, understanding the business, how to integrate with the global markets, the partnerships, what is it that you can do by yourself as the business, instead of always giving your work to other people with no understanding of what is supposed to be done. So that is also financed by our government through Department of Trade and Industry. So we'll be working on a conference that it's every October, where we come together with international investors and promoters and distributors, so that we can learn and also see what is it that we can do for ourselves. So I'll be going to South Korea in a World Peace Conference for women. Also on that organization, we want to end the wars. We're collecting signatures all around the world, and we are influencing. We are mobilizing people to understand the importance of peace in the world. So we say there should be no more wars. I'm mostly involved in community development programs, as I've said, with the King's Zwelonke Royal Kingdom. So I've got built up programs for our king. Is going to be 50 years next year.
Oh yeah.
So what we are doing, I'm inviting all the kings from all the provinces and giving them the computers to the schools, the rural schools who are not yet equipped with education in technology. So I'm giving away in each and every province 490 computers. And the training, I'm partnering with the University of Witwatersrand on training the teachers on technology, so that we don't give those schools computers and they are just locked in there without not using them. We want children to tell our stories. We want vibrancy. We want things that children can be able to relate to, and restructure the modes of curriculum, so that we can meet the outside world, so that we don't become only consumers as the African continent, because we are the inventors. So we need to be innovative, and we need to invest in the grassroots. So that is the joint venture that I have with the kingdom. And also I'm putting a content of the MBA together for the royal kingdoms, so that our kings should understand.
And how much kings you have there? How much kings you're talking about?
We've got more than 11 kings, because in each and every province, in my province, I think we've got 5 to 6 kings. The king of the Xhosas, Amampondo Mise, Amampondo, Amaxesibe, Amachachabe, Abatembu, which is Nelson Mandela's tribe. Nelson Mandela was a chief, so there's a king. So we've got a lot of them, and we've got a lot of princes, and they've got their children. We want them to sit on the traditional councils with the understanding of what kind of leaders are they supposed to be in the today's world for the benefit of the Africa that we want to see.
And the young people.
Yes. So we want to give them the relevant curriculum, cultural communication, computer skills, financial literacy, which is very, very important, because most of the people delegate to their offices not knowing what the expected outcome. So I want our kings to be able to lead, and our prince, and we need the royal kingdoms that are going to lead by example. And I want to change the narrative of always pointing to the government leaders, because we are the ones who are having the portal of the people that can say we are voting or we are not voting for this because this is what you want. But if you do not know what you want, you don't articulate, but you articulate the things that you don't want, it's going to be a problem. You are always going to be found controversial, and you will lead towards the lost generations to come. No legacy will be left behind. So I'm trying to change the narrative that if you are not informed about something, you will never know even how to convey the words of wisdom. And we don't want kings that are going to always be put in the thrones and have strategic people around them and get the reports, and then when they have to voice out and influence for change, they are the ones, and then they become controversial controversial because they are angry people. We want them. Our forefathers were on the forefront in strategizing for the wars. That's why they were involved on the First and the Second World Wars. That's why there was a sinking of Umendi, the ship. All those were the heroes, wise men that were coming from the African continent, who were the great leaders, who were strategizing around the British and the Boer wars. So we need to revive and take from those who have been there. But what is it that was special about them? We need to be a case study and learn from us and be innovative with what is happening over there.
Develop our own thing. Yes. EL, you gone? Okay, I'm gone. Okay, you know, we did an album for South Africa with a lot of South African musicians. And it is only distributed in Africa. It's not distributed here. One of the reasons for that is because we've been making music for years and most of it don't reach Africa. So we're trying to reverse that. So instead of we have the music coming from the West, going to the East, we decide that we're going to make it go and stay in the East. And if it want to come from the West, it don't matter. But we fall in love with South Africa. I don't know, but there's something about South Africa that grabbed me. So most of the by the way, I must give you this message. Rashni said to Elio, Moon Sammy, you know Moon Sammy? She heard that you was coming and she called me immediately. Say that she heard that you come in. She's the one that is responsible for carrying me to South Africa most of the time that I've been there. And being there, we make this song. Why I was asking you about the goal is because that was one of the first things I heard when I got to Johannesburg, that Johannesburg city is built on gold mines. And I've always wondered, how come nobody can carry me and show me? And I saw the residues that you talk about. So this poem that I'm going to play is one of the poems that I wrote in recognition of my love for Johannesburg. So this is it. Here goes.
Wow. I need to do some collaboration in this. Can we do it again? Can I throw some stuff? Please, on my next album, please. I need It's so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. We're coming to Johannesburg in May.
In May?
Yes.
Next year?
Yeah.
Actually, you should be coming in April. I'll send you the invite for the King's birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And that song should be ready. Actually, I can throw what you call it's just one take, and then they can remix it.
Mix it?
Yes.
Okay.
I love it as it is, but I just want to throw some stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Woo! I love it. I love it.
Yeah, man. This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. Yes, EL. What? All right. Send in the next call, mama. Try to call them, man. All right. Okay, so you tell me what you go. The idea of traveling, like how much time a year you're out of South Africa? Like in what, like a month, 2 months, 300 days, or you work your schedule in and out of South Africa?
Please come again.
All right. Given that South Africa is like a distance.
Yes.
And you're a performer and an activist. How much time you spend outside of South Africa?
I don't spend much time out of South Africa because I have a lot of work in South Africa in coaching and mentoring. Most of my time I give selflessly to assist the communities, giving awareness on people that think that they are established, on people that think they have arrived, and those are my most targeted people because they're influential people that I'm able to share with them and opening up their eyes on what purpose we should be serving.
Yeah.
So I've been traveling a lot, but it was not for the good cause. So now when I travel like this,
it's for a good cause.
It's for the good cause because I connect with the people that talk about the vision. We are sharing the same vision of developing the Africa that we want to see in the spaces that we are in. And so that we can be able to create new formulas. It's either through music, the fashion, the things that we have, the commodities, the everyday life, the lifestyle of being an African. So, I'm inspired by the brother from, is it Massachusetts, the one who has just called, who does the information systems.
IT, yes.
Yes, those are the people who are behind the inventions of the music distributions today that are big, that is an online. So how do we position ourselves as the musicians if I'm around those models of distribution? Because we want to make money, we want our art to be heard over there, our voices to be heard. But how do we position ourselves? Do you take your master and give your rights away? Of which you are able to sit down on the internet and converse with the people on social media, not even sharing your links of the music of something that you are doing. And we are telling stories, but we are not even monetizing them on YouTube. So these are the people that we need. They must influence our universities here that when you take this curriculum guidance, when you do this, do it every day. We shoot the videos and post them, and that moment, that is the data that is going. Somebody is making money, but when you are losing your intellectual property, somebody is hearing your story. So how can you monetize? Even 50 cents a second could make a difference.
I just learned about that, and it's the bridging. I just hear mention a bridging named Duke Basie. Duke Basie is the one that actually come to Jamaica, him at my house, him sit me down and him say, you see this monetarizing thing, a lot of people don't understand it, but that is where the money is. So I am now into monetizing, because I didn't know about it. And I have so much hits, like 10 million people out there are listening. It's like really, you know what I mean? 10 million 1 cent is enough 1 cent.
Imagine. And right now, you should be having, whilst you are speaking, you should be having your iPad and send the links. You see the people
like what you do now.
Yes, and I'm developing my audience, and then after that, I'm going to throw them with a link of my music video that is monetized. Yes. So money is coming in at the same time, whilst I'm having fun and traveling, whilst I'm inspiring somebody out there. Yeah. So those are the conversations.
Mix up with culture, economics and culture. Yeah, man, that is beautiful. We give thanks that you came and sit with us till these hours. Yeah, it don't look like you're tired at all.
It's 2 o'clock already. Oh, please.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock.
Are we not supposed to leave at 4? Oh.
Yes, but I never met you in South Africa though. I know of you. I've heard of you. But I've never met you.
And you would be around my circles in Newtown. Yeah. My store is in Oriental Plaza.
You're gonna you have to tell. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. My clothing store is in Oriental Plaza.
You're serious?
Yes. Roshni always come to Oriental Plaza.
It's somewhere where I come all the while.
Yeah.
Upstairs and downstairs. Them fix it up different now. They have it different now. The last time I was there, it was totally different.
I break the bridges.
No, wait. No, you serious? That means I mustn't say that.
So I
know you as an artist, though. I know you as an artist. Yeah, I know you as an artist, but I've never actually met you. But you say yes.
That's why most of the times Yeah, you would not just meet me. I'm always in the spaces. I'm in the corporate world. I'm always having something to do.
Yes.
I have a filled up schedule. I knew about you when you were traveling with what you call the Poetry Africa.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw your works.
And Labor was there, man.
Yes. I followed you guys up. It's a great honor to meet you, and people are mad. Roshni has said I must pass their greetings to you.
Yes.
And most of the artists are sending me the WhatsApp messages, and I'm honored to have met you and spent so much time, the whole night with you.
4 hours. Yeah.
My goodness, it's a great honor, my brother Muta.
Yes.
Mutabaruka.
All right, we give thanks.
The jingle, when am I going to do the jingle?
You're going to do the jingle tomorrow.
Lovely, I'll come to the studio.
There's no one here now. There's no one here to do it.
All right, okay.
Everybody gone home.
Definitely.
Actually, it was just 4 of us here. But now it's more than 4. That Bridget is the man who's going to take over from me after I leave here.
All right.
It's called Matrix.
Okay, all right.
Matrix,
okay.
Yes.
And it's my birthday on the 22nd of August. So I'm
You're having a party on the 22nd of August?
Please come again?
What do you say you're having on the 22nd of August?
It's my birthday party.
Where?
Here in Jamaica.
Where? You don't know where yet?
I don't know yet what Kabu has prepared for me. But
the 22nd is a what now? Because the 20th is Sunday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I should take the liberty and invite you up my house, man.
I'll highly appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. And I'm honored that I'm sharing the birthday month with the great Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
And I can see where the drive is coming from.
Yeah.
My energy, and when I was going through his work, his biography, like, this man wouldn't give up. And that's the spirit that I have. So now I feel good. He is my great ancestor who has incarnated through me, and I will walk on with pride, with confidence, with no fear to be defeated, knowing that I will leave the legacy.
We will be broadcasting. I have a next program today, and we will be broadcasting live from a Marcus Garvey celebration in St. Anne. There's a big statue of Marcus Garvey in the library. And we will be doing the program from there. So I don't know if Cabo
has told me about it. She's going to give me a call time. I think I'll be there as well.
Okay.
Yes,
right.
I should be performing there.
You're serious?
Yes.
You make the roads. That's beautiful. Well, this is not the end. This is the beginning. We give thanks.
We give thanks.
Yeah, man, we give thanks. This is the cutting edge. I would say, remind you that we will be at the library tomorrow, broadcasting live. So we're going to go out with this poem by the sister here. All right, this song and poem. She's a singer, poet, dancer, entrepreneur, designer. May I tell you? So here goes. Gone. They want to give thanks to Sanjay. She was here, she gone. The operator. You see it again. Ardina. Matrix say Ardina. You sure say Ardina. Mine Ardina, you're supposed to say that. For your dinner, your dinner, Ardina. My dinner. Matrix in the house. Believe you me. I gone, as we say, library tomorrow. St. Anne.